YouTube yatarika. I was waiting for. It's one of those things when you see what is taking center here at the Chitanki, as it commonly known, where Zambezi Sports Complex is concerned, with with Blue Arrows. They are now trying to catch up. Where it's still new state of affairs here at the Zambezi Sports Complex. This is Tunga behind the commentary sections, giving you nothing but the best of what is taking center stage in the week 32 between Blue Arrows and league leaders and Liver Plate, who are in search to make sure that they win promotion, where going to the playoffs is concerned there. So handball to Liver Plate. There, Samson Ingoma there holds the ball as he was trying to block it, as it's a free kick to Blue Arrows. It's all to play for here at the Zambezi Sports Complex, doing it in a style here at Zambezi Sports Complex. Still new the state of affairs. If that's when you are joining us, do as Blue Arrows having a free kick just outside meters from the 18 box there. So Blue Arrows taking that free kick, and it goes over the bar for a goal kick to Liver Plate. It's just getting interesting. If that's when you are joining us, Liver Plate, the way they line up today, James Kabaso, there starts in goal in place of official Kaub, who has been their regular goalkeeper so far, with Emmanuel Mwale and Lewis Zimba into the middle. Charles Achkoti and Daniel Obo, who is their solid defender, doing it in a style there. Wallace, Francis Mwenya, Samson Ingoma, Mike Mapepa, Charles Chabala, Frederick Mlenga, as well as Benson Mlenga, who is their captain, closes their starting 11. And on the bench, we see official Kaombi as the goalkeeper drops it on the booth. Benson Atembo as well being on the bench. Sola Kaumba, Benson Mwanza, George Moyo, Austin Pili, as well as Golden Zansi is on the bench, closing the bench there. So Blue Arrows are in attack now in the half of Liver Plate and High. Their striker misses as he fires out over he fires out for a goal kick, with Liver Plate organizing themselves to make sure that they are into the game. Still 0-0 the state of affairs here at the Zambezi Sports Complex. There we see Liver Plate pushing it out with each and everyone, and it's a throw in to Liver Plate there. Definitely Emmanuel Mwale takes it, who is their right back there. Emmanuel Mwale takes it as he gives it to Charles Achkoti. There, Charles Achkoti fighting out with Marcelo there, as they are busy doing it inside. So Charles Achkoti taking on two defenders who are being sandwiched in between, and he passes them and he wins a corner there. Charles Achkoti proving to be a thorn in the defense for Blue Arrows, as Liver Plate is in search for an opener in a week 32 game where two giants are crashing it inside. So Benson there, Charles Achkoti taking that corner from the right side there, and it's cleared by Blue Arrows, and it goes for a throw in. It's all to play for, definitely, as they are doing it in style here at the Zambezi Sports Complex in Livingstone. 20 minutes are gone so far where the teams are concerned, and they do doing it in style there with Benson Mlenga. They are playing a 1-2 with Charles Achabala there, as they are doing it in style. Looking at the way things are right now, it's getting interesting as Francis Abanda plays into touch with Brewers, and hey, they win a free kick for Blue Arrows there. Free kick for Brewers in their own half. Definitely Charles Chabala as well as Frederick Amulenga there, who are playing up front for Brew Arrows. And hey, let Brew Arrows into the mix. Hey, and the ball goes out for a throw-in to Liver Plate. Definitely it's getting interesting here at the Zambezi Sports Complex. If that's when you are joining us, definitely welcome on board, as it's getting interesting where the week 32 match is concerned between Brew Arrows hosting the league leaders, that's a Liver Plate there. Charles Achkoti they are beating his markers as he wins a throw-in there, definitely with Emmanuel Mwale taking it to Lewis Azimba, who gives it definitely to Mike Mwapenga. It's one of those things to look out for where things are concerned, as we are doing it in style. So it's all to play for, definitely, as the game is kicking. One of the things to look out for, definitely, as they are doing it in style with Brew Arrows marking behind, as Liver Plate are searching for that opener. Definitely, it's getting interesting here. If that's when you are joining us, it's really getting interesting. As we say, it's all to play for. Lewis Zimba are doing it in style, taking it all as they are shooting it. The way things are right now, it's getting interesting where things are concerned. Doing it in style, so it's all to play for, as it's getting interesting. So Liver Plate wins a throw-in their own half. Francis Mwenya there with the ball and puts in a long throw there, which goes to Mike Papepa there, does his level bets. As Samson Ngoma there beating his two markers, as he gives it to Charles Chikoti and he puts in a long one. Definitely, wow, it goes out into touch for a goal kick there, as their captain Benson Mlenga shoots wide. Definitely, it's getting interesting here at the Zambezi Sports Complex, with both teams they are doing it in style, while Liver Plate having chances going begging. The way things are right now is getting interesting where things are concerned, as Brew Arrows are in their zone half, puts in it. Definitely it's getting interesting as Marcelo they are doing it in style. Definitely it's one of those things to look out for, as there is a fracas where a player is down. As Francis Mwenya there went to push in Marcelo, who was fouled at their player. Definitely it's getting interesting. Definitely it's getting interesting here where teams are concerned, as is doing it in style. If that's when you are joining us, you are live here at the Zambezi Sports Complex, where it's getting interesting there. So you are live at the Zambezi Sports Complex as teams are doing it in style. So Liver Plate winning a free kick as Marcelo brought down. As Marcelo there brought down. Mike Mapepa there. So it's getting interesting as Mike Mapepa is being stretched out. It's being stretched out where they were fouled by Marcelo there. Benson Mlenga holds a handball as he was trying to head at the ball. It's getting interesting where teams are concerned as Blue Arrows wins a foul after Captain Benson Mlenga there handled at the ball in an attempt to head a long boot from Marcelo there, who finds his fellow player. Where Blue Arrows are concerned, Blue Arrows they are doing it in style. It's one of those things to look out for as Emmanuel Mwale has it for a throw-in. A quick start by Blue Arrows where a throw-in is concerned, playing a 1-2 touch where Marcelo is concerned as Blue Arrows are in style with Chimpwembe putting in a long boot, and it's an offside to Blue Arrows. Definitely it's getting interesting where two teams there who are fighting for 3 points is concerned, because pride is concerned on this one, whereas there is a revenge written about it of this game, as well as Liver Plate wanting all the maximum points to maintain the gap at the top as the two teams are concerned. Blue Arrows rejuvenated in the second half there. So James Kabaso there kicks it a long boot, definitely as Charles Chavala touches it on and it goes directly to the palms of the goalkeeper for Blue Arrows, Kashweka. It's getting interesting where these two teams are concerned as long balls for both teams are getting in style as Blue Arrows are into the driving seat. Wow, Liver Plate takes it, or they are definitely, it's getting interesting as teams are concerned with Samson Ingoma losing the ball in the middle park there, but definitely Daniel Obo there clears it out but fails to get hold of the ball as they are fighting behind there against Blue Arrows, and it goes for a corner for Blue Arrows as Lewis Zimba clears it out into touch for a corner kick. Definitely it's getting interesting here at the Zambezi Sports Complex as two teams are beating it up where 3 points is concerned. These are the two teams which last season they were fighting both for promotion as they were following each other, with Blue Arrows just exchanging the top-notch Blue Arrows and Liver Plate. This time around Liver Plate are the ones in the driving seat. Blue Arrows they are still fighting to make sure that they finish the league strong, as they are nowhere near where the top two is concerned. It's just getting interesting where these are concerned. So it's getting interesting where teams are concerned as Blue Arrows are still in the driving seat as the corner kick is taken and cleared, with Blue Arrows are still taking it. Samson Chimfwembe there kicks it a long one, and Blue Arrows there clears it out. Definitely it's getting itself. Charles Chavala there with the ball, but Blue Arrows are just too strong for it. It's getting interesting with there with Charles Achkoti. They are beating his marker, but Benson Mlenga was nowhere to be seen. It's getting interesting, and it's all to play for, as we put it in style here. Still new the state of affairs here at the Zambezi Sports Complex. If that's when you are joining us, we say welcome on board. Kashweka there with the long boat as Blue Arrows are into the driving seat with a clear chance there. Definitely they win a foul there as Emmanuel Mwale wins a foul, doing it in style where the two teams are concerned. It's getting interesting as two teams they are bringing it their best to make sure that they open the scoreline there. James Kabaso is in goal to make sure that he kicks in a long boot where the two teams are concerned, as he puts in a long boot, and definitely Frederick Mlenga there handles the ball as he was trying to hit, and the ball hits his hand. It's just getting interesting. The two teams are concerned, with George putting in a long boot, definitely, but George putting in a long boot ready, but Charles Chikoti there puts it in, and he clears in for. Okay, it's getting interesting where Liver Plate is concerned. Liver Plate they are into the driving seat, and Andrew Mulao clears it out for Wallace. Definitely a long boot from Liver Plate, but Daniel Obo is calm and collective as he holds the ball. They are trying to create a way out into touch to make sure that it's getting interesting there. But Francis Mwenya is just too comfortable on the ball as he hits it. A long one, definitely to Emmanuel Mwale, but it goes out to touch for Esroe. Definitely, it's getting interesting. The two teams are concerned as Brew Arrows are into the driving seat. Definitely, so Brew Arrows begins where they play into touch with Francis Banda as well as Marcelo. They are plays into touch, but it goes out for a throw-in. Definitely, Liver Plate into the driving seats as they played a long boot where two teams are concerned, definitely, and it goes out for a throw-in as well, with Emmanuel Mwale getting the ball where these two teams are concerned. It's just getting interesting as the teams are concerned. So Emmanuel Mwale to take that throw-in, definitely to Charles Achikoti, who puts in a good cross, but it goes direct into the palms of the goalkeeper. That's Robert Katweka for Brew Arrows there. Definitely, again, he puts a long ball, but Samson Ngoma holds it and he fails to control it, and it goes out into touch for a throw-in for Brew Arrows. Two teams pitting it out on different sections where the log table is concerned as the two teams are concerned. And if you look at what is taking center stage, these two teams are all fighting for 3 points. Their Liver Plate are sitting comfortably on top with 73 points after 30 games are played, while Brew Arrows are on 7th with 40 points into the bank. So 33, so 33 points. That's the difference between these two teams where it's concerned. Whereas 73 is for Liver Plate, whereas 40 is definitely for Brew Arrows. So looking at what is taking center stage, teams there are pitting it out there. I'm joined by Alvik. Alvik, looking at what is taking center stage, teams having chances, but it looks more like Brew Arrows are prepared to this one, yet Liver Plate are having chances after chances, but they are going begging.
Quite a trick one, it's the same stadium. I would call it a stadium for lack of a better term, considering the state of affairs in terms of pitches we have here in the southern region of the country. This is the same place where Liverpool last season failed to, of course, navigate through to the National League playoffs. But again, today seems another had a chance, but again it's a goal. Definitely. What a goal! Definitely. So Liverpool opens the scoreline there with Achikoti. The problem, let me say the problem is that they are Charles Achikoti. They are taking it in the style outside the 18-yard box. There as Liverpool takes the lead here at the Zambezi Sports Complex. If that's when you are joining us, Liverpool are just from scoring that nice goal. Looking at this is concerned, there it's getting interesting as Liverpool opens their score here. It's 1-0 in favor of Liverpool, definitely with Charles Achikoti, the goal scorer here at the Zambezi Sports Complex. 1-0 in favor of Liverpool, definitely there. 1-0 in favor of Liverpool there.
A brilliant goal indeed from Francis Mwenya, an informed striker who has started now 5-6 games consecutively. It will be interesting to see if we can add another goal in this afternoon's session. Of course, talking about Francis Mwenya, one of the speediest wingers in trick from this River Plate setup. So now River Plate will be hoping to equal a 9 out of 9 wins this season with that Francis Mwenya goal. We see what really can come up after that goal. Let's see if Brawlers can react positively or negatively. And as far as this match is concerned, still a long way to go. Remember, we haven't taken yet on the halftime break. It will be quite quite need a lot of consistency and imposition from this River Plate side for them to connect maximum points in Livingston, considering that Livingston is one of the most hardest areas for them as far as the playing of football here is concerned. Remember, last season Liverpool recorded lost a lot of points here in the tourist capital, and this one gone lead. Let's see what happens. But for this in this season, Liverpool is yet to lose a game after having gone by a goal to nil.
Definitely, Liverpool is yet to lose a game after having just scored the first goal where teams are concerned. So it's getting interesting there with Chikoti. They are doing it in style, but hey, the goal goes out of touch for a goal kick for Blue Arrows. Their Blue Arrows are still trying to find their rhythm as Liverpool there raises the bar now. So it's getting interesting where these teams are concerned as it's getting interesting. Definitely, it's one of those things that to look out for. George there clears, and as well the goal scorer again blocks it as it goes out of touch for a throw in to Blue Arrows there. Marcelo to take it as they are trailing behind. If that's when you're joining us, there it's Liverpool 1, Blue Arrows new here live at the Zambezi Sports Complex. They are definitely it's doing it in style there with Francis Banda winning the free kick. Definitely Frederick Mulenga they are clearing the ball as he is saying this is not where the ball was as initially the foul happened. A long boot there from Marcelo for Blue Arrows. They are searching for that equalizer, but definitely Francis Mwenya clears it out as it goes to Charles Chabala. They are doing it in style. Charles Chabala, Mike Mapepa there fails to hold on to the ball as Samson Chimfwembe. They are too good for it. They are a long boot definitely to Charles Chabala, who gives it to Mike Mapepa, but Charles Chikoti wins a foul as Marcelo is being booked definitely for his second offense of the game there after initially fouling Mike Mapepa area, who was out, and this time around it's the goal scorer Charles Chikoti who is down on the floor as he was fouled. Definitely it's getting interesting here at the Zambezi Sports Complex as two teams beating it out for that vital 3 points. Last time around when Blue Arrows, when Liverpool was here, they went back empty-handed as they were fighting for promotion to the National League. This time around the two teams meet on a different aspect, with Liverpool as it stands they are on 76 points, whilst Blue Arrows as it stands now they are still on 40 points. We still have another 45 to play as teams are doing it in style. It's all to play for where teams are concerned as things start right now. Definitely it's one of those things. Liverpool doing it in style here in Livingston. A long boot and it's cleared by Liverpool as Samson Chimfwembe clears it out. Daniel Obo plays a 1-2 touch definitely to Samson and Goma as the two teams are concerned. Definitely there Charles Achwala with they go, but he plays it out of touch for a throw in as Lewis B. Simba was so Lewis Simba in the driving seat. There was Samson and Goma. They are playing it a long boot. Definitely it's getting interesting with Mike Mapepa playing a 1-2. Definitely it's getting interesting as Blue Arrows clears it a long one. Definitely looking at what he said, Emmanuel Mwale as well clears it a long 1-2. But an offside to Charles Chavala, who came in into an offside position to intercept the ball, and he is caught offside. It's getting interesting as the two teams are concerned, doing it in style with about 5 minutes to go where teams are concerned. The long boot to Blue Arrows, and hey, it's getting interesting as the Blue Arrows are into the driving seat. He tries to clear, but Lewis Simba is strong upon it. Oh, definitely a long boot, but James Kabaso is comfortable with the ball and he holds it as he starts definitely with the two teams are going. Samson Ngoma doing it himself. So it's Francis Mwenya puts in a long boot and it goes direct into the goalkeeper Robert Kashweka, who holds it as he starts it with a long boot. As the two teams are concerned, they are Blue Arrows into the driving seat, but Samson Ngoma gets it as it goes to Samson Chimfwembe, who puts it a long boot there where the right side is concerned, but Benson Mlenga there clears it out for a throw in with Blue Arrows man down as he tried to intercept where two games are concerned. So it's getting interesting. It's getting interesting as the two teams are concerned. The way things are right now, it's getting interesting as the two teams are concerned. It's all to play for here at the Zambezi Sports Complex as the two teams are beating it out. It's a foul where Blue Arrows is concerned as the player is being attended to right now. Definitely, if that's when you are joining us, we say it's all to play for where the two teams are concerned as things stand there. If that's when you are joining us here direct, definitely in other results, there's looking at the way things are right now. Smonga have just opened the score at the Murumba Stadium as Smonga is leading by 1 goal, 2-0 in other results there, with the rest yet to open there. So looking at the way things are right now, it goes out into touch for a throw in, for a goal kick to Liver Plate. So the way things are right now is just getting interesting as the two teams are concerned here at the Zambezi Sports Complex. A long boot by Blue Arrows, who are doing it in style, and hey, Lewis Zimba doing it in style where the two teams are concerned as it's getting interesting. Emmanuel Mwale waiting. Emmanuel Mwale doing it in style where the two teams are concerned as it's getting interesting there. So Liver Plate wins a throw in with Emmanuel Mwale taking it definitely with two players in front, Frederick Mlenga as well as Charles Achikoti, who tries to beat them, but it goes out for a throw in. Definitely Charles Achikoti with the ball there after scoring that they definitely. It's getting interesting as the two teams are concerned, and it goes out for a throw in. Definitely. Definitely, it goes out for a throw in. Another fracas where two players are concerned as it goes out. Charles Coach being it's getting interesting as they say players are good actors as it's getting interesting. A long boot from George and they win a free kick as Emmanuel Mwale there commits a foul. Alvik, looking at what is taking center stage now, it's more like the Liver Plate wants really to punish Brew Arrows, as they are doing everything to make sure that they win those points.
Seems we are headed for the first 45 minutes break with Liver Plate in total control in terms of the scoreline difference. Seems Brew Arrows may not come back in terms of scores for these 45 minutes, the first 45 minutes, unless if something really magical can happen. You know, this is football. Even at the death of the game, we've seen clubs equalizing at the death of either halves. Let's see what happens from this attack from Brew Arrows. There's Zimba, a shot, but it goes over the bar. And of course, that is not going to trouble James Cabas. Of course, James Cabas today getting the Liver Plate's number one first choice goalkeeper official account. Something interesting from head coach Noel Pili, one of the experienced managers in as far as a promotion to Zambia's national league is concerned, having won a qualification with Leona Conde, with Kaisa in 2018, and of course with Zesco Malite Rangers a few years ago.
Definitely, looking at what is taking center stage, they are one of the accolades for the coach. That's Noel Piri, where a winning promotion is concerned. He's a promotion serial winner, as he has won it with Riona Conde, Zesco Malite Rangers, FC Muza, just to name a few. Definitely, where teams are concerned. They are throwing for Brew Arrows. They are with Marcelo there to take that throw in. Definitely, it's getting interesting. If that's when you are joining us, definitely it's getting interesting here at the Zambezi Sports Complex, commonly known as Chitanki. Definitely there. So Marcelo playing it out where Brew Arrows is concerned, and it's a corner to Brew Arrows after Emmanuel Mwale cleared it for a corner kick. It's getting interesting where the teams are concerned, definitely, as it's one of those things that to look out for. Definitely Brew Arrows to take a corner, and it's cleared for another corner by the goal scorer, that's Charles Achikoti. It's getting interesting where teams are concerned, as we are doing it in style. It's all to play for, as Samson Chimfwembe clears it, a long boot where Brew Arrows is concerned, as long balls is the order of the moment right now, where teams are putting it, where Mike Mapepa gets it, but Brew Arrows are in the driving set. They are doing it in style, so it's all to play for where the teams are concerned, as it's getting interesting. A long one by Brew Arrows, but Francis Mwenya plays it, a long one to Frederick Mlenga, who handles the ball as it goes for a throw, for a free kick for Brew Arrows. If that's when you are joining us, it's 1-0 in favor of Liver Plate. It's halftime now here at the Zambezi Sports Complex, with Liver Plate leading Brew Arrows by 1 goal to 0. Join us again for the second half, as we are going to show you and give you what is taking a center stage. If that's when you are joining us, definitely it's halftime here at the Zambezi Sports Complex. Pep. That's not white. Eh? Yes. Yes, mankala same na same. Yeah, white boys. Mankala na same. That's what I wanted. That's fine. Even their Facebook is, there was a ticker you were supposed to tick. Okay. But you didn't tick it. Oh, you. But next time, Kazima will tell you.
So it's live, but they have music.
Yes. Let me get something. Oh. Thank you. Then where is it?
Eh? Hello. Hello. Is there cutting at a bay? Hello. Motor. Oh, anakuja kuendesha.
Actually, we are open to anyone.
The challenge, I want to
I manage a big page. After all, I'm promoting. Because if I put them on my page, on my Facebook page, they are assured that 12,000 people to watch them. Now, how do you do that? I said,
on it went up to 4. Because my likes around 8,000 something. My followers are at 12,000. What matters is to follow. Those like someone can like your page and don't follow. But those who are following constantly.
complex as the two teams are back from the half time there for the second half as we kick off the second half. It's getting interesting where two teams are concerned as they are fighting for the all 3 points in the bag. It's getting interesting here at the Zambezi Sports Complex. If that's when you are joining us, welcome on board as the two teams are concerned, doing it in a style where teams are concerned. It's getting interesting there. So the way things are, point of correction, everyone who are listening to us, there's Francis Mwenya, who was this goal scorer instead of Charles Chikoti. So it's Francis Mwenya who scored for Liverpool to open the score. So we are back for the second half here at the Zambezi Sports Complex with Lewis taking the in the mix there. He puts in a long boot and interchange passing with Mike, but George clears it out a long bit to safety there. So the way things are right now, it's getting interesting with Blue Arrows attacking from where you're watching, from left to right, with Liverpool attacking from right to left. Definitely in white and red, it's Blue Arrows who are playing at home, whilst Liverpool are in their away kit of red and black. There it's getting as into clearing where the home, where the 18-yard box is concerned. They are getting it into style there where two teams are concerned as it goes out of touch. It's throw in to Blue Arrows. So we'll take it as the two teams are concerned. There with Daniel Obo there into the marking as and Blue Arrows there pulls one back as they are doing it in style. It's getting interesting as Blue Arrows pulls one back. It's now 1-1 here at the Zambezi Sports Complex after Blue Arrows there pulled back. 47 minutes are played, so just 2 minutes from the half. Blue Arrows takes one as they pull one back. It's getting interesting as two teams are concerned now, as the things are still the same as it started, with Blue Arrows still on 41 points, whilst Liverpool on 74 points as it stands right and now. From 76, Liverpool when they were leading, now they are dropped at 2 points. As it stands now, it's 74 to 41. Still the same gap of 33 points into the mix. Their Liverpool starts on fire after allowing one, as it's 1-1 now the state of affairs here at the Zambezi Sports Complex, with two teams doing it in style there. The goalkeeper holds it, James Kabaso, as he plays a long boot into the midfield. There Samson Ngoma there heads it out as Blue Arrows are into the mix. They clear, but Mike Mapepa there gets it and they win a free kick as Francis Mwenya wins a free kick, beating his marker, and he is fouled there. It's getting interesting with Emmanuel Mwale getting the ball to take that free kick from the right side as Liverpool are attacking from the right to left, while Blue Arrows are attacking from left to right. It's getting interesting where two teams are concerned as they are doing it in style where the free kick is concerned. So it's getting interesting as the referee is signaling the a little bit forward there. Emmanuel Mwale there to take it from the right side. He takes it and Breweros clears it away there with Lewis Zimba. They are giving it to the captain Benson Mulenga, who puts it in, and George Coloso clears it out clears it out. Wow, definitely Mabemba Mike there clears it out for a throw. They talk along to Samson Chimpwembe doing it in style. So it's just getting interesting where two teams are they are doing it in style. So it's all to play for where things are concerned right now. Definitely it's getting interesting as the two teams are concerned, doing it in style. A throw in to Brew Arrows. There, a throw in to Brew Arrows as we are doing it in style. So it's just getting interesting as the two teams are concerned, looking at what is taking a center stage here at the Zambezi Sports Complex. Two teams doing it in style. If that's when you're joining us, I say welcome on board as it's getting interesting as two teams are concentrated. A long throw to Brew Arrows outside the 18-yard box, and it's cleared. Definitely it's getting interesting as teams are concerned. It's getting interesting as teams are concerned, as they are trying by all means to do what they know best there. So it's getting interesting. It's getting interesting. Two teams doing it in style. Brew Arrows, a long one, and it goes out of touch for a goal kick. Definitely it's going out of touch for a goal kick. If that's when you are joining us, you are live here at the Zambezi Sports Complex as it's 1-1. Definitely it's getting interesting as two teams are concerned, with Brew Arrows they are wanting to maintain that unbeaten run against Liver Plate at their own backyard, whilst Liver Plates want to break that norm of Brew Arrows. They are yet to lose to Liver Plate at their own backyard. When the two teams are met in Chikankata at Inyati grounds, Liver Plate came up at Topsy. They are beating them to make sure that they carried those 3 points. Whilst this time around, they are here in Livingston, where it has been hard for them to pick maximum points. As the last time they picked maximum points, it's a game against Maramba Stars, where they won by 1-0, despite them going one man down, as they are 4-5 there. That's Daniel Obo. They are being red carded there. So Brew Arrows into the driving seat there as they are doing it in style. As it's getting there. So Daniel Obo, they are fouls the striker for Brew Arrows, as Brew Arrows wins a foul in their half of Liver Plate. It's getting interesting. If that's when you're joining us, we say welcome on board here live at the Zambezi Sports Complex there. So Andrew Murao to take a long boot to take the free kick into the half of Liver Plate. A long one, and it's getting interesting there where two teams are concerned, as we are doing it in style there. So it's getting interesting where the teams are concerned, as teams are doing it in style. Definitely it's one of those things to look out for, as the way things are, the gap is still the same. 33 points between Brew Arrows as Liver Plate, who are the league leaders on 74 points right now as it stands, with Brew Arrows they are on 41 points there. So Brew Arrows in the driving seat as they are in outside the 18-yard box, and it's a corner to Liver Plate. It's a corner to Brew Arrows, doing it in style there. So Brew Arrows to take the corner kick. Breweros to take the corner kick. No, it's headed out for a goal kick as Breweros have just come in a different team so far where the teams are concerned. It's all to play for as the two teams are concerned. Definitely Daniel Obo they are complaining to the referee that there was a push. Definitely that it goes out in touch for a throw. Definitely it's one of those things there. Liverpool do in style as against as well as Blue Arrows. The two teams they are tied now on 1-1 as Blue Arrows now have just begun a different team together. And Blue Arrows in attack and hey, he heads wide for a goal kick. The way things stand right now is still 1-1. The state of affairs here at the Zambezi Sports Complex with the goalkeeper in goal today, James Kabaso. They are doing it instead, but Daniel Obo kicks a long ball that goes into the midfield with Samson as well as Samson, Chimfwembe and Francis Simwenya. They are playing fighting for the ball in the air, but Samson is taller than the way things are right now. It's Samson Ngoma there who plays it to Lewis Zimba. Lewis Zimba combined against Mike. Mike tries to clear it out. He fails there as the way things are right now. It goes out of touch for a goal kick as Blue Arrows are searching for that second goal with Liverpool trying to sit back in attack as the way things are there. The way things are right now is getting interesting as our two teams are concerned. It's all to play for. Definitely, if that's when you're joining us, we thank you very much for joining us as we are here live, giving you the live commentaries in a game between the league leaders, Liverpool, away to the champions who are yet to be dethroned in Livingston. Definitely it's getting interesting with 57 minutes played so far into the first half there. The way things are right now, it's getting interesting as it stands right now. Definitely it's one of those things to look out for as the teams are concerned there. So we look at what is taking a center stage with one of the things to look out for.
Football club,
Liverpool into the driving, but it's offside. Offside, and to the scorer who is caught offside. Definitely looking at what is taking center stage, so it's offside. Where things are concerned as they are in search for that second goal there. Blue Arrows are doing it in style with Samson Ngoma. Samson Chimfwembe there. They played a long boot, but the goalkeeper for Liverpool is doing it in style. The way things are right now, it's getting interesting where teams are concerned there. Elsewhere, Sinazongwe is leading by 2-0 with with Smonga still in the driving seat. It's getting interesting where teams are concerned as they are doing it in style there. If that's when you're joining us, I say it's all to play for as the teams are concerned, doing it in a style there. Samson Ngoma plays to the goalkeeper who clears it out there. So James Kabaso clears it out for but the goal scorer there, that's Francis Amwenya, plays to Charles Achabala there as the two players are combining each other. A long one. Wow. Frederick Amulenga heads a small one as Robert Kashweka holds it with easy. Robert Kashweka, it's a long one. Marcelo plays a long one. Blue Arrows, and the Blue Arrows are in front, but hey, the goalkeeper is doing it. He is ahead to make sure that he still fits the gap where Liverpool is concerned. He plays a long ball into the midfield there, but Liverpool wins it. It's out of touch for a throw in there. So Nomlenga combines with Emmanuel Wale, but he fails to hold on to the ball with Lewis Azimba intercepting and goes out for a throw in as we are doing it in style here at the Zambezi Sports Complex. Andrew Mulao to take a long one where throw in is a concerned there, while Lewis Simba clears it out and it goes to Frederick Mulenga, but he fails on to hold on too late as it's cleared there. Daniel Obo playing against there and it goes out as he wins a foul. Definitely it's a foul to Liverpool as Daniel Obo wins it. Daniel Obo to get a long one. As the two teams are concerned, where midfield is concerned, Samson Ngoma combines with Samson Chimfwembe, and Samson Chimfwembe has that power. With Prolof with a great chance, but he fires it out for a throw in.
Football club,
Charles Achabala there commits a foul on Blue Arrows as Francis Amwenya stands on the ball where the two teams are concerned. It's getting interesting. Where the two teams are concerned as Blue Arrows plays a long one and it's offside as they are caught offside. It's getting interesting as the two teams are concerned. Definitely, it's one of those things to look out for where teams are concerned. If that's when you are joining us, welcome on board. Substitute for Liverpool as they make 3 substitutes at a goal there. So they make a hat-trick of substitutes. They are doing it in style there with Charles Chabala coming off definitely as well as Francis Amwenya. They are both coming off to make sure that they are replaced by George Moyo, who comes in front to make sure that he does what he knows. So 3 changes for Liverpool, who makes it to make sure that they attack there. So George Moyo with his first touch of the ball where the two teams are concerned there. So George Moyo with the ball, as well as Benson Mwanza, who comes there. So George Moyo with the ball, they are beating his markers and they throw it out to touch for a throw in where the teams are concerned there. Throw in for Blue Arrows. The Blue Arrows player down, and the referee has refused because players are good at acting, doing it in style. So the way things are right now, it's getting interesting as it's doing it in the style. So it's all to play for where the teams are concerned. As a Brewer Rosa man is still down. So the team doctor is now being called on. As Brewer Rosa player is. So it's getting interesting. is concerned, and the way things are right now, the referee is warning one of the players to look out for. The way things are right now, it's getting interesting with Daniel Obo. They are putting it in style. As things stand here, it's still 33 points the gap where two teams are concerned. A long throw from Andrew Mulao there as Liverpool clears with Samson Ngoma. They are clearing it out. The way things are right now, there is a substitute where Blue Arrows is concerned as they are making their first change of the game. A long throw from Andrew Mulao into the box, and they fail to clear out. The goalkeeper comes in to make sure that he saves that one. It's getting interesting as Blue Arrows are a different team coming into the first half with Liverpool there doing the chasing of the occasion. There, Mike with the ball, and it goes to the substitute just came in to make sure that to pencil Lewis Zinga puts in, and the Blue Arrows clears it away for Israel.
So far we know River
for safety at this particular time, and they push back the ball inside, and again River Plate removes it out of there. Very beautiful passes coming through from Blue Arrows, trying to put the strings together, and they cross in and off target, of course, with that header from the striker. Now wait to see what's going to happen. We've seen another substitution being made by River Plate at this particular time, and wait to see who is going off at this particular time. But you can see the Blue Arrows are really trying everything possible to get the 3 maximum points against River Plate. Although it's not an easy tall order for Blue Arrows. Looking at River Plate, the caliber of the team, what they have objective for this season is to win promotion to the playoffs indeed, and we are seeing what champions are made of, Dunga, this particular time, because the champions will never say die easily. And now it is a goal kick that has been taken, and now it is being cleared there by Blue Arrows, but the strings of passes coming through from River Plate at this particular time. Dunga.
Definitely, looking at what is taking center stage, the goal scorer Fred has been substituted there by Liverpool there, with Liverpool having a chance. Robert Kashweka saves it. They are commonly known as Czech there. So Robert Kashweka saves a clear-cut goal from Mike Mapepa. They are doing it in style. He has gone to even get the corner as River Plate. More like the first changes River Plate have made, they have brought in life into Liverpool.
These are some of the things that River Plate have to see and really have to do, because when you see what is happening right now, Dunga, Blue Arrows are trying to put the strings together and trying to pick up the 2 maximum points, attacking more. But look at the chances that River Plate are creating right now. They're just having at least a glimpse of the goal, and they're making it count at this particular time. They are getting the shots on goal, which is very important. And you never know what's going to happen, because the dying minutes are always the most important, because there's lack of concentration at some particular point in the dying moment. And now the famous Czech kicks the ball out for a goal kick at this particular time, and we are seeing Blue Arrows really pushing and trying to get that attacking phase in it. And you can see Alfred Mulao really eager on the technical bench there, trying to offer the instructions all the way to his players and see exactly if they can get the 3 maximum points.
Definitely, looking at what is taking center stage now, it's like there is a battle of the midfield there, with players getting furious, Fred, as the time is ticking down. With news coming in right now, Fred, Newmans and Swallows have taken the lead.
Very interesting. Just as we earlier said, it is a battle of 2 horses, Plate forward and River Plate. This result suits River Plate at this particular time, and if they know that, if the technical bench knows what is happening in Monza right now, I think they'll really urge the players to push in for another goal and see if they can pick up the 3 maximum points, which for me at that particular time, if it was to happen, it's a done deal for them, and the season will be closed, because now Plate forward have to come from behind in the last few minutes and try to bag the 3 maximum points to really put the pressure on River Plate. But at this stand right now, I think the team that would be more smiling is River Plate, even though they are also dropping 2 points at this particular time as it stands. So we wait to see what's going to happen.
And the way things are right now, Fred, if you are to look at it, River Plate will lead by 5 points if it ends the way it is right now, looking at the way things stand right now. As Plate forward, I go down.
Play forward, they go down, which is very interesting. And now we are seeing Blue Arrows really attacking, and they want to put a cross inside, badly done, and it's easily dealt with by the defense of River Plate, who bumped the ball forward, but Blue Arrows there intercept, and they put a cross into the midfield. But we are seeing a battle of the midfield at this particular time between River Plate, and he shoots, and it goes off target at that particular time. Back to the question, Dunga. At this particular time, the way it stands right now, we are seeing that River Plate only need 2 wins. That's a maximum of 6 points for them to be deemed champions of this division. Remember that 3 more games, which makes it 9 points for them. And when you look at them, I think this is the biggest hurdle that they have so far in Livingston. And we wait to see what's going to happen. But anyway, what is happening in Monza right now, I think a lot of Livingston residents will not smile with that result, because they are hoping that this time around it will be another Livingston based team going to the playoffs. And now Blue Arrows have won themselves free kick is near the center line, and now this is
Right.
the time. It's the issue of just bumping the ball into the D zone.
Definitely looking at what is taking center stage, Fred. Lloyd Ngosa hits it a long one, and the goalkeeper hits it, but he wins a foul as there was an infringement. It's more like now Blue Arrows, they have resorted into playing more long balls into the 18-yard box because the goalkeeper is his first match.
Of course, I think they have done extremely well as River Plate. Looking at the goalkeeping department, I think they've got an exceptional goalkeeper. And now who's been rested due to injury, of course. And now they've brought in their second choice goalkeeper, who is up. And I think we have seen what he's made of. Really calling for the balls and really making those strong decisions in order for him to protect his goal. But now, after that free kick now, I think the medics are on the pitch now. And they're trying to look at the players themselves, but this is time for the coaches to really institute the philosophy in their squad. As we are having a break right now, the coaches having time to talk to their players and see if they can re-strategize and talk, or maybe re-emphasize and tell the players what they want to see in this match.
Now, looking at what is on the stake there, the two coaches there. The other one, Alfred Mlao, is a well-known coach there who has been there, has done his level best. Most of the things he did, it's in where he was a coach of big teams. In the other end, it's one of the veteran coaches in Noah Piri, Fred, who has won promotion with a lot of teams, namely FC Muza, Bruna Conte, as well as Escomalite Rangers. Now he's at the helm of at the bench, let me put it that way, of winning promotion with Liver Plate to the playoffs with in mind of playing national league. Come next season.
Brian Dresden always has that reputation of winning promotion with his team, and now Liver Plate have won themselves that corner. And just as they said earlier on, it is a situation where you need to pay attention to the little details of the match. As you can see, River Plate, every time they go forward, they're winning these set pieces, the corners, they're winning the free kicks. So it's up to Blue Arrows to really up their game at this particular time, just like the 9 minutes always leave a lot to be desired, especially levels of concentration and the boot to go. And there it is, and the goalkeeper punches it out, and it will be time for the Blue Arrows to really remove it from their D zone. But River Plate take it back into the far corner, and now they're bringing it in the midfield and try to hit the ball into the D zone, which is smartly removed. But they come back gun blazing again, but they kick it off. And it's back in Blue Arrows area at this particular time. So it is a battle of the midfield at this particular time. And the midfielders look so unstable right now, very destabilized. And they make a mistake, that's River Plate behind. And Blue Arrows want to capitalize on that one, but hey, easily dealt with by River Plate. Two coaches with experience, well and good. We know the experience that the coach has been at this particular time, and Blue Arrows there and easily dealt with.
Definitely. Now Lewis Zebra with the ball for Liver Plate, who has been given an armband as one of the big players there. Former Livingston Pilots, a striker that doing it in a style there. That's Lewis Zimba, one of the great one of the great right backs. But hey, Roy Dingosa clears it out. Again, it finds Lewis Zimba, who is good there. One of the players who were at the national team set up where under 17 is a concerned Fred. There it goes where the two teams are concerned, and they win a throw-in for Liverpool.
It is very interesting at this particular time. It's unfortunate that Blue Arrows cannot afford the win free kick that's River Plate for you at this particular time. But Blue Arrows at this particular time, Dunga, you can see that they're not holding the ball. They're not detecting play right now. Even when they started like a house on fire in the second half, but they've lost that composure at this particular time. And that brings me to the point that we had raised earlier on. The dying minutes of the game are very important. That's where your levels of concentration need to be very high. Looking at the caliber of the team that you're playing against at this particular time, this team is eyeing for promotion and he shoots and this off target. What a waste of a shot.
What a waste of the shot. And this is a guy who has been a splendid where right back position is a concern, where as a Liverpool have been a solid despite going to sleep. Fred, if one would say, that's Emmanuel Mwale there, who is a very solid right back for Liverpool. And if you look at what is taking center stage there, it's like now the midfield has been packed.
The midfield has to be packed at this particular time because you need to dictate the play. You know, such games always remind me because from where we're watching the game, it simply shows you that no team wants to really push for a win at this particular time. They are comfortable with this result, both teams, because they're scared. They want to be conscious of what's going to happen if they really push forward to get the much needed win. And they are famously known as a Guga. I used to call him a Guga in the long Colossal George there in the ball. But River Plate win a free kick at this particular time. And at this time, Dunga, let's not forget the preparation of the Copper Queens as well, as they are preparing for,
The World Cup
at this particular time.
Definitely after South Korea did their homework. Well, back to the game, Fred. There, Mike playing it into touch. Rodingosa intercepts it as they are doing it in style. It's more like Blue Arrows have changed just the dimension, playing much of their ball into the Liver Plates a yard there. So Lewis Azimba playing a 1-2 touch with the striker there, who has won a free kick. For me, looking at what is taking center stage, it's like Blue Arrows kind of sleeping a bit.
Most definitely, I think River Plate are creating the chances at this particular time, and Blue Arrows have to be worried because the chances that River Plate are creating right now are scary on Blue Arrows technical bench and any Blue Arrows fan at this particular time. Levels of concentration need to be high at this particular time, Dunga. And Czech now has an opportunity to put the ball forward and make sure that he clears it for a goal kick. And there you have it, tosses the ball, and Stu, River Plate are doing everything possible to clear the ball behind, and off they do it, but badly done, and he pushes it inside. That's for Blue Arrows, who and dribbles there, but the question is clearly done and brilliantly done by the defender to clear it out at that particular time.
The coach had made 4 substitutes with 3 strikers into the mix, where we saw Austin Peary, George Moyo and Benson Mwanza coming in, partnering up in front. But it's more like that firepower which they had in the first half where Liverpool is concerned. It has changed.
Of course, and Blue Arrows now attacking more, and he crosses the ball inside, but no one there, and River Plate remove the ball for a throw-in at this particular time. Levels of concentration at this particular time. Levels of conscious football.
Yeah. Definitely you play conscious football, looking at what was happening where teams are concerned. Fred, it's like the way things are right now, it's like Blue Arrows wants it more than the way Liver Plate wants it, and it turns to Blue Arrows, but the goalkeeper forces 2 players, Fred, who were at Livingston Pirates, playing each other, marking each other. It's getting interesting.
Very interesting there. Don't let you see the way Blue Arrows have really lined up from that chance they had just a few minutes ago, and how quick they are in defending. You can tell, saying, hey, I think we do not have to sleep at this particular time. But River Plate have got a chance now. They are attacking, but easily done by the defender there to really move the ball out of danger. Poorly done, and Blue Arrows win a throw-in at this particular time. Concentration levels.
Emmanuel Mwale, one of the splendid defenders, if one would ask what will transpire today, he has done his level best despite clearly bad. But if you look at what is taking center stage, these 2 teams, I think the midfield has been the battle line so far.
It has been the battle line. Nicely put. River Plate coming, attacking from the right flank at this particular time. They win and I think the authority people, the center, the linesmen are doing an incredible job. I think this division has always had an outcry of poor officiating, but in this match we are seeing tremendous work done by the authority or the center man and the linesman as well. And Blue Arrows just put the ball in front. This is what I'm telling you, dude. There's no one attacking at this particular time for Blue Arrows. And I think both teams want to hit each other on counter and we want to see what's going to happen. And the goalkeeper has a chance to push the ball forward, and he failed that toss. But George was able to clear that, but badly done, and off it goes out. So for that particular time, I think it was a free kick here. I think the linesman did not really see that one. And the quick throw in coming through from River Plate at this particular time, and there you have it.
Definitely looking at what is taking center stage there. The teams are doing it in style. Fred there with the defender there just running like he's entering into the house.
And the River Plate win a goal kick at this particular time. Easily done and easily taken out by River Plate player there, and the Blue Arrows win themselves at this particular time. But hey, they are doing for the Blue Arrows right now. That they're failing to keep the ball, failing to put 3 or 4 touches. And other results that are coming through at this particular time.
Definitely we'll be able to give you all what is taking center stage where teams are concerned as we are doing it in a style. So far the way it is right now, played forward, I've just put one back. It's 1-1 and now in Monza as I played forward, I put one back with a pen with Monza United.
Very interesting flow.
Monza United winning by 2 goals to nil against Penstock. Casper Rangers in the driving seat. They're doing it in style. And if you look at what is taking center stage, Fred, one would really want to know what is taking center stage. So this is what is going on right now. Played forward, pulling one back.
Very interesting. I think for every Livingston resident at this particular time, they're super excited. But I think everyone is wishing that Play Forward get the maximum results against New Monza Swallows. But it's not an easy hunting ground for any team to travel to Monza and pick up 3 maximum points. And that's how Blue Arrows putting the ball in the D zone, but easily done by River Plate defenders, and they still keep the ball and easily losing the ball. But let's see what's going to happen there, and we'll see. Trying by all means to get himself in a good position to cross the ball, but River Plate win themselves that throw-in. So it's getting more interesting with the Plate Forward also pulling one back, meaning we should maintain the same points as we had started this one. At the end of the day, you would wish that they never played football.
Definitely, as we wish, I'm sure they wish that they never played football. The way things are right now, our teams are doing it in style. Where things are concerned, it's just getting interesting. It's all to play for, as we put it there. So the way things are right now is Monza United 2, Penstock 1, Sinazongwe 2, Kalamo Jettas 1, Casco Rangers 2, Bamba Energy Stars 1, Young Pilots TPS Lodge still goalless, whereas Smonga still in the lead as they are still leading by 1-0 at Murumba Stadium, whereas Lima Stars, Cheetahs still goalless.
Very interesting day. I think one of my favorite results that is being recorded at this particular time, my interest is at Maramba Stadium, where Maramba Stars are down to Simonga Youth Sports Academy, who earlier on this week can make a proprietor and outrightly talking that they're surviving this league no matter what. And we are seeing that they're leading against Maramba Stars, who are sitting at number 6 at this particular time, and them are sitting at number 16. So we'll wait to see what's going to happen there when it is full time. We'll keep you updated with all the results that will be coming through, and the match has ended, and it has ended 1-1, Blue Arrows 1 and River Plate 1. I think the team that is sad at this particular time is River Plate, who wanted to keep on with the momentum, But it's not as bad as you might think because played forward are also 1-1 at this particular time.
Definitely, it might be not that bad looking at what was taking center stage where teams are concerned. And if you see what is happening right now, Liverpool they are celebrating because it hasn't been a good hunting ground where concerned are concerned.
Very, very interesting there, and hey, we wait to see what's going to end in the other match that in this particular time between Monday Swallows and Play It Forward. Here, the match has ended after 90 minutes and 3 other time. It has ended 1-1. And the Blue Arrows the one who scored in the second half, and River Plate of course who scored in the first half. Match officiating has been on point, and we are seeing the crowd dispersing at this particular time. The team feeling disappointed is River Plate as they keep on chasing for that promotion at this particular time, but they're still in the driving seat as it has not ended yet in Monday. From me and Dunga, we say goodbye.
Football club, Puchikankata.
Your rivals, chasing for promotion as well, have dropped points in Monza this particular time against New Monza Swallows. Your take as you are chasing for this promotion. What are you setting your plan to do?
Well, I think what is important is just need to continue
Coach, a lovely good afternoon and welcome to this. Coach, the first half wasn't everything that you wanted, but the second half we came out very strong. Your general take out of this game. Coach, you've also dropped 2 points in this match. Your take out of dropping those points. I know that you started the league very slow, but you came in and really rejuvenated this team to start grinding the much needed points. Are you disappointed with the result? Coach, going into next weekend, yet another tricky encounter for you. Your take into this weekend's fixture. Thank you very much and wish you all the best going forward. There you have it. The coaches have spoken and it has remained here. It has ended
We are closing with you.
1 and River Plate 1. I have Trinity Kalialia, soccer analyst. And commentator Dunga. The match has ended 1-1. It has been Blue Arrows 1 and River Plate 1. The title race still on.
The title race is still on, Fred. Looking at what was transpired today, both teams who are fighting for promotion, both teams getting the same results, 1-1. The one was away. Both teams were away, I beg your pardon, because the one was here in Livingston, and the other one was as well in Monze, as they have drawn 1-1 against New Monze Swallows. So looking at what is taking center stage, same gap, the race still on.
The race is still on. Are we seeing this ending on the final day?
Looking at what is taking center stage, it's about is it 3 games to go. If it ends just like this, we may see it at the final day. But if it doesn't, whoever drops the points, we are still into the race.
Umusanza Bola right here in Livingston. Wujitanki, if you like it that way. And it has ended Blue Arrows 1 and River Plate 1-2 this weekend when we bring you yet another exciting fixtures of the Southern Province Division 1 football. From me, Fred Smamba Jr. and Trinity Kalialia, aka Dunga. We are out of here.